Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Diana for anybody who does not know me, also known as Italy Designs on TikTok and Instagram. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my iconic blowout routine. I know I've shared this already on TikTok and Instagram multiple times, and the routine really is always changing, but this current routine has really been sticking because it's just that good. I've been obsessed, so I'm going to share it with you guys today. And before I go in with my Dyson, I like to make sure my hair is literally 85-90% dry. Never use these Dyson curlers on dripping wet hair. One, it's going to take forever. It's going to end up a frizzy mess. The result is not going to be what you want it to be, so your hair needs to be 90% dry. Instead of overworking with a blow dryer, I kind of just like to let it air dry for a big majority of the part, and then whenever I'm ready for the blowout, I finish off the drying. These are the products that I use for today's hair wash. Shampoo, mask. For leave-in conditioner, I use this Olaplex one. I love it. I also went in with the Olaplex bronzing oil and this Kerastase oil. So the state my hair is in right now, I feel like my ends are ready to go in with the Dyson, but my roots are not. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to blow dry my roots and get those to be very dry. So lately the goals for my blowout really are just big, voluminous, bouncy, and the products that help me achieve that goal is this Olaplex Volumizing Blow Dry Mist or the Kristen S Softening Blow Dry Foam. These are my go-to. I'm always going back and forth between these, but today I'm gonna go in with the Olaplex. I like to add a generous amount. So I like to work in two sections, top and bottom section. My bottom section is definitely a lot bigger than the top one, and that's because I used to make this top section a lot bigger, but I found that like working this crown section alone is so hard. I'd rather divide it between a bottom section and a top section. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. Let me know if you understand. Pretty much this is how the hair looks. It's very big, it's very fluffy. All we did is a little rough dry, and now I'm actually going to start the blowout process. So I like to use a Dyson Airwrap. If you don't have a Dyson Airwrap, you could use a round brush of your choice, and basically the common factor is going to be in what direction the blowout goes. So you could do that with this, or you could do it with a round brush, or maybe you have a sharp, whatever it is, you can use that. But pretty much what I like to do is I like this whole entire bottom section of hair to curl in facing downwards. So I go in with horizontal sections. This is horizontal, this is vertical. I go in horizontal sections and I make it face downwards, so they spiral this way. What I feel like most people do is they work in vertical sections and they curl away from the face. I feel like that is the most common look I see, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. It's just not what I do, and this is my tutorial on the blowout that I do. So that's pretty much it. It's very simple. So here are some tips for the blowout. Number one, distribute heat throughout the strand before curling the strand. This is going to be even more important if you have long hair. So the ends of the strands are the only part that really touch the barrel directly when you curl it, and it's under heat a lot longer than like the top portion of the hair. So that top portion of the hair doesn't get that kind of heat and time with the barrel, so it's good to make up for it by distributing the heat before starting the curl. It also helps the section to grip onto the barrel a lot better, which brings me to my next tip, and that is tension. If you feel zero tension, that is a problem. I take my section out and attach it again and again until I feel the proper amount of tension. This is key to getting that smooth, frizz-free finish. There is a reason why stylists don't use Dyson Airwraps for blowouts, and it's because nothing has better tension than a round brush when you learn to control it properly. So if you look at my pinned up sections, you can see a bit of frizz on my sections. This is not the case when a professional stylist does my hair. That's because they always smooth out my hair like to 100% with a ton of tension. So you might be asking, then why are you using the Dyson? And the reason for that is because yes, could I use a round brush and a hair dryer to do my hair? And the answer is yes. I actually got really good at it, and that's actually how I used to blow out my hair all the time. But to be honest, the Dyson is just so much easier. It's so much simpler. It's so like user friendly, and I kind of just don't really mind the frizz, and that is because of my hair type. So yes, my hair is a little frizzy here, but it honestly dies down within like the hour. My hair kind of just smooths out and I'm fine with it. And then my day 2 hair 1000% is just smooth with no frizz at all. So if you have curly hair, the Dyson might not be for you. What you use to blow out your hair should depend on your hair type, your hair goal, and your skill level. If I had curly hair and I really wanted to use the Dyson, I think what I would do is go in with the round brush attachment, really smooth it out again with that tension, and then immediately switch over to the barrels and then do what I'm doing here. So yeah, it just depends. And then of course, pin up your hair while it's still hot. If you let your hair just fully cool down when it's down and then you pin it up, it's really no point. So make sure you're pinning up your hair while it's still hot. Moving on to the top portion of my head. I've been going back and forth between blow drying towards the crown of my head and towards my face. I do both. I alternate. I love the look of both of them. I think today I'm going to do facing the crown of my head. And the way I like to work with this top section is actually a little weird. Instead of taking like straight across section, I kind of go ahead and like take these diagonal looking pieces. So it's like I would do this, and then I'll do this. I literally can't see. And then I'll do this. It's not really part of the strategy. It's literally just what feels most comfortable. The hardest part for me to blow out is this area right here, just because it's so hard to reach. It's really long hair, and then it's like hard to maneuver it, all this hair. So yeah, wish me luck. Guys, the only thing that is left right now is this bang area. I don't even know what to call it. And what I like to do with this part is I like to get rid of this guy and swap it out for this blowout brush. Can't forget to add the product. And basically I like to blow dry it in all directions, brushing it to the left, to the right, downwards, upwards, and then to finalize it, I like to just do it fully. I like to fully brush it downwards, going towards my face, leave it there, and have it set that way. So let's get it. To use just like a really big Velcro roller. Since this thing just pops off so easily, I kind of just like to leave it like this, and I don't know, it's still hot, so I feel like it really just helps it all lock in. Now, I don't always do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch this over to the super cool setting, and I'm gonna try to just like lock everything in really quickly, just because I'm feeling a little impatient today and I don't really want to sit around with these all day long. Typically what I do is I'll do my hair and then I'll do my makeup, and that's just the perfect amount of time for the hair to set. But today my makeup is already done, so yeah, I kind of just want to take this out already. Alright, so everything is set in place. Now the only thing left to do right now is just wait for everything to cool down, and then I'll be right back to reveal the hair. Alright, you guys, here we have the final result. One thing that I do like to do always is add some oil right after I'm done. I'm using a little bit of this Kerastase elixir. A little goes a long way, and I just like to focus it on the ends for extra shine. And you guys, this is the result, just like a super fluffy, voluminous, flirty blowout. What I really like about this blowout is that it's a little unpredictable. Like I said before, I feel like most people, whenever they do a blowout, they take vertical sections and they all face away from the face. And because that's so common, it's like, I don't know, everyone's doing it. I feel like this is a little bit different. It's a little bit more 90s. It doesn't necessarily look like it's going in one direction. It looks like it's going in all directions, which isn't for everybody. Absolutely love the look of it. I will say this though, doing it this way is not the most long lasting way to do a blowout. Definitely if you were to do vertical sections all facing away from the face, that lasts so much longer because all the curls kind of reinforces its direction. Since these curls look like they're going in all sorts of directions, they're not really being reinforced. But I do have some resets routine that does help to reinforce the shape and style of my hair, so let me know if you want to see a video on that. But this is pretty much how my blowout looks like once I'm done. Personally, it does last on me for at least a few hours. I'm just gonna go about my day and have a great hair day. Let me know if you guys try this out, and I'll see you later. Mwah.